Hello guys, my name is Joel Mukanya. I'm a CEO and founder at JT Dev. So let's talk about the basic concept of Powerfen. Powerfen is an object-oriented programming that allows users to create, build, test, or run the application. Okay, and Powerfen have two type of version 2 and 3. Version 2 is a legacy of Powerfen, which that means that it's no longer support or maintain. Version 3 is actually a current version that we're using in Powerfen, and then Powerfen community create also some awesome update on it. Let's go to the tools that I'm using when I'm building Powerfen application. So what I've already installed is Anaconda. You just have to go to Anaconda website. Okay, there you can just download. Okay, let me just take you step by step. Okay, so you reach on Anaconda website. Then you click on Get Started. Then you scroll down. Then you can see download the Anaconda installer. Then you decide which operating system you're using, and especially on Windows, you need to make sure that what kind of CPU you're running at. So if it's 64-bit or 32-bit, then you select which one you want. Mac, and then since I'm on Linux, I've already installed, I've already downloaded and installed this one. Yeah. Okay. Then we go to VS Code, which stands for Visual Studio Code. Okay, it's a text editor you can download. So if you actually in this page, because this one is just going to detect that I'm using Linux, that's why it actually point to this page. But for other, just going to go to other platform, then you can select Windows or Mac. Okay, then you install it on your system. So the reason why I installed Anaconda. So Anaconda is a package manager. So it's a package manager which actually come with other packages, and it's such as Powerfen. It's come with Powerfen. So once you install Anaconda, you don't need to install Powerfen. There's also a nice text editor on it, which is called Notebook. Jupyter Notebook, but that is most used for data scientists. But you need to write a particular setting with code in order to bring up the intelligence. So the intelligence is kind of a code helper, which is just going to suggest you what other method you're going to use next. I'm going to show you once we get to coding part. And then let's talk about the virtual environment. So virtual environment, it's going to be allowing you to separate, especially if you're working on different type of version on one project, then you can split them for version 2 on Powerfront, and one will be using version 3. And then with Powerfront syntax, let's see how we can use Powerfront syntax in here. Just have to open it on first on Surname. Then I just have to type code space dot. The dot it actually means open Visual Studio Code at that particular directory. So a directory is just a folder. So I'm going to start with the basic of Powerfen. Let me just point to this file. Okay, so the basic of Powerfen. Let's first cover first how we're going to create. We're going to display something. I'm going to delete everything that I have in here. Let's first print out something on the screen. Say hello world. And then we have the second one. We just have to change this one to single quotation. Change this one as well. Here I will say hello my people. Okay. So those two are the same thing, yeah. So one, it's going to allow you to print hello world, and then the value in here will be of type of string. So once we're going to talk about how to create variable and what is a data type, then I'm going to mention this as well. All right. And then later on, I'm going to create a video talking about built-in functions. Yeah. So they're both going to do the same thing. Let's find out. Just going to run Python. Um, let's first check the file that we have in here. This one, what I want. Just going to copy it and type Python. Then we specify this one, and then you can see it prints hello world and hello my people. And then now we want to know how we can comment in Python. There's two ways of commenting in Python. This is a single line of comment, and then we have multiple line of comment, which is will be three double quotation at the top and bottom. Then you can say, "I love programming." All right, that'll be it. So now let's create that machine. What is a variable? So a variable is just going to be a container. Yeah. So a variable is a container that will allow you to store value. So last time I used an example because I decided to start over my videos just to clarify maybe something, maybe my accent. Okay. Okay. So last time I used an example on the variable. So I use example for what was it again? A glass. So a glass, you're going to pour water on it. Going to okay. Then for you to use and drink water because you cannot put your mouth on the tap to drink water. You see. Now you need something that's going to hold water on it, and then after every time you want to drink water, then you need to hold that particular glass. Oh, you see. Then if you want to move it to another place, then you just have to move your cup to another place or a glass to another place. Then the water within your glass will move as well. Okay. That's it. That's the same thing with creating variables. So water on that particular cup or glass will be your value, and the cup itself will be the variable. Okay. So now the nature or what actually build or what material was used to build that particular variable or that particular cup. So we know a cup can be maybe something plastic, and then the plastic is actually a data type. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, it's indeed a data type. So, like a clause, then that is actually the nature of it, and then we refer to it as a data type. Okay. So I decided to redo this video just to so that I can include also those kind of example. It's so wonderful. Okay, let's move on.